What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and can we not have one thing? Can we not have one franchise that doesn't go down the route of identity politics, that doesn't go full woke? Can we not have James Bond? Of course, the answer is no. James Bond, as we know it, is over with what we recently discovered, with what we recently confirmed about the upcoming movie No Time to Die. And I think it makes sense because James Bond is one of the few people who is straight, white, and male and proud of all of those things. And that just cannot stand in Hollywood right now. You can see this article. James Bond franchise kills itself. Lashana Lynch's character will inherit 007 title. This does come to us from Bounding Into Comics. Now, we've heard rumors about this for a while now. We heard rumors about the plot leaks. Evidently, with what Lashana Lynch said in this recent interview, almost all of it's confirmed. And if it is all in fact confirmed, James Bond, as we know it, is over. James Bond is dead. It doesn't even matter who the next one is, to be quite honest with you. If these are the kind of movies they're going to make, then it's James Bond in name only. The James Bond franchise has killed itself off by confirming that Lashana Lynch's character in the upcoming No Time to Die movie will inherit the title of 007. Now, I do think when I see some people talking about this online, there are people who are just taking that and thinking that Lashana Lynch is going to be the next James Bond, like the next 007 is when they make movies. That's not exactly the case, but we're going to get into it. And the way that they're deciding to tell this story, the way they're deciding to portray James Bond is not James Bond as you know him. This is the era of Bond for the Me Too movement. Literally, that's exactly what they're telling us. Harper's Bazaar published an interview with Lynch with the headline that reads, Lashana Lynch on making history as the first black female 007. Yay, that's the kind of history we need, isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce this. Isara Daly Ward, who wrote the article, also stated, today, on a still Saturday morning in August, Lynch is doing precisely that, chatting to me warmly and directly about her latest and surely career-defining role in No Time to Die, the James Bond franchise's 25th release. It will be, I honestly, I think there's only 24 releases in the James Bond franchise, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if we're going to count this one, in which she stars as Nomi, the secret agent who inherits the 007 title while Bond himself is in exile. And listen, I do enjoy a lot of the Daniel Craig movies. I think that Casino Royale, even though a lot of people don't like Craig as Bond, I think Casino Royale is one of the best James Bond movies of all time. I think that Quantum of Solace is a huge step down. I think Skyfall's really, really good, and Spectre was mediocre to meh. But I do get tired of the, I'm too old for this shit shtick that they continue to pull with Daniel Craig. He's like, I'm done, I'm over it. Then he gets pulled back in. I'm a little bit tired of that. It's what they're going for again in this one. Later in the article, Daily Word would add, we just saw her in the nuanced, solid performance as the single mother and pilot Maria Rambeau in last year's Captain Marvel, in which she successfully stretched the bounds of what a hero is meant to be. And we will see it again in her outing, the first ever female 007. While the article doesn't offer any quotes from Lynch confirming she will be 007, this one highly implies she will be. Lynch stated, I am one black woman. If it were another black woman cast in the role, it would have been the same conversation. She would have got the same attacks, the same abuse. On one hand, celebrating her for her gender and her color. The other hand, trying to play victim because of her gender and her color. Very interesting. I just have to remind myself that the conversation is happening and I'm part of something that will be very, very revolutionary, Lashana Lynch added. According to Harper's Bazaar, this comment came as a response in the discussion about rumors that Lynch's character would be taking on the role of 007. These rumors did surface back in July 2019. Hard to think it's that long ago. It's been that long since this movie's been in production, then got delayed, and then got the COVID delay, the big delay. And so we've known about this for a while, but let me refresh your memory on what exactly they told us this movie is going to be about. And just again, they are crushing anything that is masculine. They are crushing anything that celebrates traditional men. And that's what James Bond is for its entire life. James Bond has been the dude that all dudes want to be and the dude that all chicks want to fuck. That's just how it is. That's who he is meant to be. But now, they're going the opposite direction. Their source claimed there's a pivotal scene at the start of the film where M says, come in 007, and in walks Lashana, who is black, beautiful, and a woman. It's a popcorn dropping moment. Bond is still Bond, but he's been replaced as 007 by this stunning woman. The same source would also claim that Craig's James Bond would attempt to seduce Lynch's 007. Do you think that a strong, powerful black woman in 2020 or 2019, when they started filming this thing, do you think that she would be susceptible to James Bond's advances? Of course not. He's a toxic man. He's an old white dude who needs to learn his place. The source elaborated, Bond, of course, is sexually attracted to the new female 007 and tries his usual seduction tricks, but is baffled when they don't work on a brilliant young black woman who basically rolls her eyes at him and has no interest in jumping into his bed. Well, certainly not at the beginning. That is what this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. They are redefining Bond in a way that we thought would possibly be coming. With the route everything is going, it's happened now. James Bond is dead if this is what happens in this movie. The source described the film as a Bond for the modern era who will appeal to a younger generation while sticking true to what we all expect in a Bond film. Cuckery? Is that what we all expect? We expect Bond to be the one that's cucking dudes, not for him to be the cuck. And that's what James Bond's going to be. There are spectacular chase sequences and fights, and Bond is still Bond, but he's having to learn to deal with the world of #MeToo. That's literally, they said it. #MeToo, this is the Bond for the Me Too era, which means he can't be James Bond. The official 007 Twitter account would share the Harper's Bazaar article appearing to confirm that Lynch will be 007. As for her figure in No Time to Die, she commented, a character that is too slick, a cast iron figure that's completely against what I stand for. I didn't want to waste an opportunity for when it came to what Nomi might represent. I searched at least one moment in the script where black audience members would nod their heads, tutting at the reality, but glad to see their real life represented. In every project I am part of, no matter the budget or genre, the black experience that I'm presenting needs to be 100% authentic. And this has been a theme since we have been hearing about this movie. Remember back when we heard this new James Bond film, No Time to Die, reportedly banned the phrase Bond girl on set. They brought in Phoebe Waller-Bridge, a raging feminist, to be the co-writer for this movie, to be the one to adapt James Bond to make sure that he fit in the Me Too era. There have been warning signs about this for a long time. When a lot of us saw the first trailer that dropped, there was a little moment that a lot of people said, oh, I don't know, looks like it might be going pretty woke. The rest of the trailer looked pretty good, and I think some people were like, well, maybe this is minimalized in it. But I think it's safe to say that everything that source said in the beginning has come true. Everything will come to fruition. This will be a Bond for the Me Too era, which means it's not actually James Bond. Not only did Harper's Bazaar claim Lynch is playing 007, but they also claim her role in the film is to confront stereotypes around race and gender that have persisted for far too long. It gets better. Lynch stated, I feel very grateful I get to challenge those narratives. We're moving away from toxic masculinity, and that's happening because women are being open, demanding, and vocal, and calling out misbehavior as soon as we see it, she added. This is dead. James Bond is dead. The franchise is dead. Lashana Lynch is going to be 007. So to make history as the first black female 007, whoopee. But more importantly, when you listen to what she's saying, when you listen to everything the sources said, James Bond is not going to be the James Bond that we know, and he never will be ever again. It doesn't even matter who's cast next as Bond, if they cast a black man, if they cast a black woman, if they cast a transgender woman. It doesn't matter what happens at this point, because now the Bond franchise is about to be ruined by No Time to Die, and it will never be able to recover, because it won't be James fucking Bond. It's just going to be some random person. As a big Bond fan, it's really disappointing, but again, it's not surprising, because that's what it is. We're 2020. This is Hollywood now, and this is what we have to deal with. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Make sure you smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.